If you're looking for low calorie, high protein meals that will help you achieve your fitness goals, then I'm going to show you how to make a week's worth of meal prep in under an hour. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am back with a very much requested meal prep video. You all seem to love my meal prep videos, so we're bringing one back. I'm going to try and do like one a month, and hopefully it'll inspire you all to cook your own meals, because there is nothing better than having home cooked meals. Not only does it save you money, but it also ensures that you're eating good nutritious foods, which is what we all need. Whether we are bulking, gaining muscle, maintaining, whatever our goal is, we need to be eating well. So all of these meals that I'm going to be cooking can literally be prepped and cooked within 15-20 minutes max, depending on how much of a fast cook you are. I understand that meal prepping can seem really daunting, but honestly, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to overcomplicate it, and I am here to give you some weekly meal prep inspo. So before we get into this video, please make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I honestly appreciate it so much. I am actually starting a bulking kind of series soon, so stick around for that if you're also wanting to gain muscle or strength. Hopefully it can inspire you to also do the same. In this video, I'm going to be making meals for the next 4 days. I'm going to be making your breakfast, lunch and dinner. So we've basically got a week of meal prep, and every single meal can be stored in the fridge for that duration. And when you want it, you just take it out. And obviously every meal is slightly different with how you cook it, etc. Some you can eat cold, but I'll just go over that as we go through the recipes. So yeah, let's get going. We're gonna be making breakfast first, and we're gonna be prepping some protein chia breakfast pots. I literally love adding chia seeds to like my oats and stuff, because it actually gives it such a great consistency, and chia seeds are really beneficial. They're actually quite high in protein as well. So if you don't have any, I'd really recommend getting some. But these are the ingredients that you're gonna need for breakfast. I'll make sure that I also put all the macros and calories below for every recipe so that you've got it as well. So first of all, we're gonna be using some blueberries and raspberries. These have probably seen better days, but that's fine. We've got some cocoa powder in here. We've got chia seeds, some coconut shavings just to make it look pretty. Then we've got some oats, milk, protein powder. I'm using this one from Women's Best. This is their cereal infused milk. Really like that one. Then we've got some 0% fat yogurt. So to make my chia seed protein pots, it's actually so simple, and I love simple recipes. I literally couldn't stand making complicated meals. It's just not for me. Like, I like quick, easy, fast, to the point. So all you need to do is literally combine everything in a bowl except from your fruit, and then we're gonna layer it up in a jar or a pot. I'm gonna be using these meal prep pots. I actually bought these as a set on Amazon. They were quite expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but they are really good. And do you know what? Since using glass meal prep pots, I've actually realized that my food, when I reheat it, tastes so much better, and it keeps a lot better as well. So yeah, if you don't have glass ones, it is actually worth the investment. And I do think I've seen some cheaper ones in B&M, so I am gonna go in there when I next go past the B&M and pick myself up some more, because I need some more. Okay, first of all, we're just gonna take a bowl and then some scales, and we're just gonna weigh everything out, and we're gonna combine it together and then pop it into our meal prep pots. So I'm gonna add 50 grams of oats per portion, which is 200 grams. But like I said, you can always change up the quantities depending on your goal. Then we're gonna add in 4 scoops of this protein powder. You can use code ELLENAFIT to save 10% on all Women's Best. Next, I'm gonna add in 50 grams of chia seeds. I'm then adding 2 big tablespoons of cocoa powder. Then finally, I'm gonna add in about 200 ml of milk, and we'll just see what it's looking like. So I've used skim milk, but you can use whatever you want. I'm just gonna mix it, and then I'll add in more. Once you've added everything in, it should be like fairly runny. I've used in total 300 ml of skimmed milk, and it's fairly runny, but don't forget the chia seeds are gonna soak up loads of that liquid, and that's why they're really good for using in like your breakfast. So I'm actually gonna pour that into my dishes, and then I'm gonna top it with everything I need. And when you leave it in the fridge overnight or for like a few hours, so I'll show you at the end, you'll see that it absorbs a lot of the liquid and it's kind of gone a lot more stodgier. So there are our chocolate chia pods, and now I'm going to top with yogurt, berries, and then some coconut shavings. There we go, there are my chocolate chia seed protein breakfast pots. Guys, how good these look. They literally look insane. Per pot, there are 423 calories and a massive 40 grams of protein. So they're a really great way to start the day. And there we go, there is breakfast for the next 4 days. Now, for our lunch recipe, I've actually been making this maybe like once a week, but I've been having it for breakfast and lunch. I feel like it's a multi-use kind of meal. And do you know what? Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. And if I could have it for every single meal of the day, I actually would. So for lunch, we're gonna be making a ham, mushroom, and spinach frittata. And I'm gonna be cooking it in the oven just for ease, because it's so easy. All you do is mix everything together, pour it into a oven-proof dish, which I have lined with baking paper, and then you just bake it until the egg is cooked. And you can serve this with a little salad, or maybe you can have like a jacket potato. I don't know if you've seen, but those jacket potatoes that you can get in the frozen aisle in the supermarket are so good. I think they're by like McCain's. You literally cook them in the microwave for 5 minutes and you've got the most perfect jacket potato. So I'd recommend having it with something like that, or if you're trying to obviously watch your calories and stuff, then maybe just like a side salad would also be great. So to make my frittata, all you're gonna need are these ingredients. Now I'm adding some fat-free cottage cheese because this is so high in protein. Like if you look here, per 75 grams, there are 8 grams of protein. So that's really good. We're gonna add some mushrooms, ham. Guys, you can use whatever flavors you want, but I just wanna use these today. Then we've got some spinach, eggs, and then I'm using 2 types of cheese, mozzarella and cheddar. But again, you can use whatever you wanna use. So first of all, we've got to crack in our eggs. I'm gonna use 2 per day, so that's gonna be 8 eggs. Now I'm just gonna chop up my ham, spinach, and mushrooms. Just a handful of the spinach and mushrooms, and then I'm just gonna use around 100 grams of ham. Now what I like to do is just place all of these ingredients into the bottom of your tray. Then we're gonna add in around 3 tablespoons of this cottage cheese. Season with salt and pepper. Actually, that's the salt. Season with salt and pepper. And then we're gonna add in around 20 grams of mozzarella to the eggs. So I'll use the rest there and mix it together. This is literally such an easy recipe and such an easy way to get protein as well, like if you struggle, because the whole thing is protein packed, so it's going to keep you really full, which is another reason to make sure that you're having a high protein diet. I honestly think a lot of people underestimate how beneficial protein is and how it can literally just like change your physique. If you've been dieting and you've not been seeing progress and you've just been tracking your calories, track your macros, because I bet as soon as you do that, you'll see the progress that you want to see. So now that we've whisked that together, it's like a nice eggy mixture. We're just going to pour it in, then cook it in the oven until the egg is cooked, probably for around 20 to 25 minutes, but we'll see how long it takes. Don't forget, the length of cooking time also depends on the depth of your dish, so it's quite hard for me to say, but I cook it at 180, and yeah, I just see how it goes, and once the egg's cooked, then it's cooked. And then we're just gonna give it a slight mix, make sure all the ingredients are covered, and just try and bring some of them to the top. Then what I like to do is just to cover in around 20 grams of cheese. And there we are. Now it's to go in the oven. Guys, how good does that look? While we wait for our frittata to cook, I'm just going to chop up some salad bits. Like I said, you can have it with whatever you like, but I'm gonna serve it with a salad. Make sure you obviously wash your salad leaves as well before cutting them up. Oh my goodness, this looks absolutely insane. Can we just, how good is this? Crispy top. That actually just looks so good. So I would definitely recommend just leaving this to cool for a few minutes because at the moment it is piping hot. Now we're just gonna assemble our bowls. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of salad in each. Then we're gonna add in our frittata. Wow, can we just look at how good this looks? It's crispy on the top and it's so chunky and it just looks delish. There we go, there are the egg frittatas. Guys, how good do they look? So per pot, there are 258 calories and 32 grams of protein. But like I said, I would probably have like a jacket potato with this because that's not enough for your lunch. So I'm not gonna put that in now because obviously it's frozen. So I'll just heat that up when I need it. And then to reheat these, I would just take out the frittata and microwave it for around 1.5 to 2 minutes. And then you can have everything piping hot and the salad will stay fresh. That is lunch and breakfast out the way. Now for dinner, I'm gonna be making Mexican chicken bowls. I literally love Mexican food and I love chicken. So when I put them together, it's just like my favorite meal. Now these you can kind of mix up as much as you like. You can add in things to kind of make them slightly different. And you could even like put this in a wrap if you wanted to. Now I actually went into Sainsbury's the other day and I saw this seasoning. It's chipotle and lime. And I just thought it looked really good and I love lime and I love chipotle. So we're gonna be using this to season our chicken breast with. But these bowls are really easy to prepare. And I think when you get in from like a long day of work, or maybe you just don't really have a lot of time to sort of cook in the evenings, then these are a really great alternative and they're packed full of protein and they've got all your like veggies and stuff in them as well. So these are the ingredients that you're gonna need. So to make my Mexican bowls, you're gonna need around 400 grams of chicken breast. We got some lime, tomato, coriander, sriracha sauce and mayo. Then I've got some fresh corn here with some black beans, 2 packets of rice. I mean, ideally they would be the same, but these are the only ones I've got. And then we're gonna use some of this chipotle and lime seasoning. So first of all, I'm just gonna season our chicken breast with this chipotle and lime. Honestly, oh my God, this smells so incredible. I actually can't, that is so limey. Then we're gonna add in some lime juice. Then we're just gonna season with salt and pepper before mixing it all together. Just make sure that the chicken is like evenly coated in the chipotle and lime. I actually can't tell you how good this chicken smells. That actually might be the best seasoning ever. Okay, I've got 4 meal prep pots. I'm really sad because I actually bought more pots, guys, to match my pink ones. But my sister's taken some of them to work. We're not gonna talk about it, but we've got these black ones, so that's fine. So what I tend to do is I actually put the rice in not cooked, because when I reheat it, so when I eat it, I'm gonna cook the rice anyway. So yeah, don't cook your rice before, because otherwise you'll be cooking it twice and there's just no point. So I'm gonna put the rice in first, then we're gonna add the chicken, and then I'm just gonna add everything else. And I like to mix a little bit of mayo with sriracha to form the nicest sauce. It's got a bit of a kick to it, but it is so good. Then I've just mixed together some sriracha and mayo, and I'm going to use this as my dressing. Literally my favourite thing, sriracha mayo. So I've just added a little bit of water to it, and it just makes it a little bit more easy to drizzle over. There are my Mexican chicken bowls. Each bowl has 402 calories and 34 grams of protein, guys. How good does that look? So easy, and all you literally do is just bang this in the microwave. It's actually okay if you heat up the tomatoes. I quite like it. But yeah, bang it in the microwave, leave the lime in it. That will just make it taste really good. And if you heat it for like 2 minutes, it will come out tasting really yummy. And that is my meal prep all done. So we have breakfast, which are our chia seed protein pots. Then I've got a snack for midday, and I'm gonna be having a Women's Best Smart Bar. These are so good, salty peanuts. Delish. Then for lunch we've got our frittatas, but I'm going to be adding a potato to it. Obviously I'm not going to put that in there now because they're frozen. And then for dinner we're going to be having these Mexican chicken bowls, which I'm so excited for. So all of this will keep in the fridge for around 3 to 4 days, and these two can be reheated. Obviously don't heat this salad, but yeah, these I would eat cold. I wouldn't reheat these, to be honest. They are more like sort of overnight oat kind of things. I'll pop all the macros and calories and full ingredients list below for you all. And there we go, there is my week of meal prep finished. I hope you found this video useful. Please let me know if you make any of these recipes, and like always I'll make sure I leave the macros and calories for everything below, including the ingredients. All of these recipes are also going to be on my app Elevate as well, and my app actually has over 1900 recipes which you can add to your meal plans, and it's just so good if you also struggle for meal inspo, or if you just need help with like your diet. I'll leave the link for that below as well. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you at the same time next week. Bye bye.